Hello, my beautiful family, and welcome back. Let's get this disaster started with Loren and Faith. Today, Loren thought it would be a brilliant idea to have Faith tattoo his arm.
I'm gonna take these needles and we're gonna tape them together and you're gonna stab it into my arm several 100,000 times.
Faith had no idea that he had this plan. She tells him she doesn't know how to do this. She's not even an artist. And he's like, it's easy.
It's that easy. Well, my ex gave me this one and my coworkers gave me this one.
I'd be like, okay, so you want me to leave my mark on you like all your other past relationships? Pass. It's like his trophy or something.
We're having a good time. Next level.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah, she's saying it's weird, but why do I get the feeling she's just gonna go along and do it anyways? This stupid smug smile that he is giving her. He's got the most punchable face I've ever seen.
Yeah, I can do this one because I'm a face painter. Okay, let's do it.
Of course. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if these two are actually still together. I am losing more and more faith in Faith.
I'm just still not sure if I want to be with him forever.
Yeah, I don't think so. She's had plenty of reasons already to leave him, and she still hasn't. This little idea of his right here, if I was in a new relationship with this guy and he did that, that's all I would need to know. Nope. Faith breaks open a bottle of wine, so Loren takes this opportunity to try and kiss her. And you guys, I had to cover my eyes. Seeing them kissing was the absolute last thing I ever wanted to see.
Perfect.
It's what? How? I actually have seen homemade tattoos before. They didn't look like this. It's a new day, and Loren feels like he needs to do something really special that's gonna blow Faith's socks off. So he heads to a magic shop.
And so I want to do a magic trick while also proposing at the same time.
Oh, do you have a ring?
The lady brings out some of the other employees to walk him through some different tricks he can do to go along with a proposal. The first two don't work, and this guy is looking at Loren like, dude, this was your idea. I'm actually not a magician. So the other guy tells him to put the ring in a crazy noodle cup.
Pagbukas sa isa, nagugulat siya. So, pagbaliktad.
Yeah, she's gonna be surprised. You know what, he should do this. That might be the straw that breaks the camel's back, and she'll finally break up with him. The guy ends up showing him one more thing that was a little more clever. Ultimately, this stuff is super corny, in my opinion, but he buys both.
So today, I planned a pretty romantic afternoon with Faith. I'm trying to have faith that everything will work out.
They set up a picnic. Faith is admiring her incredible skills, sipping on wine. Then she grabs the can of chips and realizes immediately what it is.
And this move like this. Oh, see?
He's like, okay, well, you already know that one, so let me show you this. He starts pulling the string out, then he just yanks it out and says, there's a ring. Will you marry me?
It's just a trick?
No, it's a real ring. All I'm asking is for you to say yes.
All he's asking. Just say yes to spending the rest of your life with him, living with him, supporting him financially, helping him run away from his legal obligations in America. Nothing too crazy.
Anything you want ever in life, I'll do for you.
She's very uncomfortable. She's not answering. And Loren keeps throwing out all of these things to make the deal sound a little better.
I'll work hard for your family. Anything you want.
I love you, Faith. Let's never end this trip together. Let's ride this roller coaster of love. And she's just looking at him, unsure. So he asks her again, will you marry me?
Yeah, it's a yes.
Is a yes?
Then they start making out again, so we're moving on to Brian, and I am so excited. I think these two are about to break up. I don't even care if Brian is the one to dump her. That's fantastic. Free Ingrid. Free that girl.
It's a real nice feeling. I'm proud of myself.
Oh, Brian, I'm so glad that you're feeling so much pride instead of shame. You're just such a humble, sweet man. Ingrid is storming off crying. She can't believe he would accuse her of something like using him for a passport.
O ponto que tem, a relacionamento acabou pra mim.
Oh! Ooh! Go, Ingrid! It's the next day, and once again, Brian is feeling bad. He wants to see Ingrid one last time so they can end things on a positive note before he leaves. She reluctantly lets him into her apartment after he starts pushing himself through. Then he says, "This isn't what I wanted."
E não queria isso, não queria, mas...
Não queria, mas falou, né?
Whoops. Aw, he wanted her to be all sentimental and sad, and instead she's mad. Poor Brian, he doesn't deserve this. You accused me of being selfish. I wanted to come to your country for my kids. I don't deserve that. He's like, well, you know, I don't have bad feelings. It just didn't work out. I'm like, how can you act like it just didn't work out when the day before you were accusing her of all of these things?
Tava esperando desculpas do Brian, mas não procurou se explicar ou entender.
Once again, Ingrid is left feeling depressed. Instead of giving her closure, I think he was here to make himself feel better. I think he wants to see her sad because that would make him feel good that somebody is sad that they lost him. She's packing up saying her taxi's almost here, and he's like, well, I can't just leave you like this. I'll come down with you.
Find the love of my life to really make that commitment to her. It's very hurtful, and I'm completely heartbroken right now.
What is very hurtful? You're the one who accused her, then dumped her. You made her cry. You've been lying to her this whole time, but you're the one who's hurt? Okay. She's standing outside looking around for her taxi, and Brian is starting to cry. Come here, Ingrid. Give me a hug. Look at me. Get real close to my face just in case you want to kiss me again. I didn't want this, Ingrid. Just because I didn't, it doesn't mean that I wanted to do it. I don't hate you.
Vai fazer o quê?
Mas ok, eu tô falando de coração pra você.
You are the most pathetic, contemptual loser I have ever seen. And I was thinking, hallelujah, she's not crying when she's saying goodbye to him. But then it cuts to her in her interview and she is sobbing. Oh, I can't wait till the tell-all. I hope that the cast rips him to shreds. I want there to be a live audience in there asking questions.
In the end of the day, I'm very grateful that I'm not making the same mistakes that I've made in the past.
Are you dumb? Don't answer that. He goes on to tell us that he needs to find someone who accepts him for who he is, who doesn't care that he's in a wheelchair, because clearly that's what was wrong with Ingrid.
Someone that loves me for me, someone that accepts the wheels, that accepts the lifestyle.
Who do you think that you're fooling? He's so consistent with these stories. I think that he actually believes he is the victim. Well, I cannot look at this guy anymore, so we are moving on.
Today is supposed to be my wedding day, and there is a lot going on.
Niles is eager but scared because today he has to ask Mr. Ark to loan him the rest of the money for the wedding. So he walks up, shakes his hand, then turns around to look for a place to sit, and Mr. Ark goes, no, you stand there. You don't get a chair unless I tell you to get a chair.
Did I instruct you to go for a chair? You're not allowed to sit unless I authorize you to have a seat.
Put your bag down. Stand up straight. Put your hands behind your back. You're Ghanaian now. I'm going to teach you.
Are you prepared to marry? Are you ready? I said yes. You said yes. You came purposely to marry.
I would be so confused. Is he asking a question or is he telling him something? I would be scared to speak at all, especially because his next question is, can you take care of her?
So, I am gonna need some financial help to make up the difference.
Mr. Ark is shocked. He's nervous because as a Ghanaian, they see Americans as rich. How could this American man be coming here to get married and asking us to borrow money for the wedding?
You don't have enough money to marry. Why? It's just my responsibility to take care of your wife. You have to do it.
Niles admits that he lost his job right before leaving, but he claims that he already has plans in motion to get him an even better job when he gets back. I'm a little bit concerned that he's lying because how was he able to do these interviews if he's been in Ghana the whole time?
Recently, I've interviewed for one that could work out.
How? How was he able to do the interview? Was he doing interviews by Zoom? I don't know. I hope he's not lying about this.
They just make sure that you are going to try as soon as possible to come and take Matilda back to US where you are staying.
Niles promises that he will bring Matilda over as soon as possible. That's what he wants. He just doesn't know how long it's going to take. Mr. Ark is like, you need to give me a time. So Niles says, 2 or 3 months.
I pledge Daddy, by 3 months' time, I will take Matilda from Ghana to US. This is what I want to do.
And then Niall says, okay, 4 months. I promise. I pledge I will take her to Alabama. He goes, Niles, are you sure? Niles is like, well, let's just say 5 months. Mr. Ark is like, please don't just tell me what you think I want to hear right now.
Am I making an unrealistic promise to Mr. Ark? You know, probably.
I'm starting to notice a pattern, Niles. But then he goes on to say that with the visa process, the shortest is 3 months, but it could take up to 5 years. But isn't this conversation about money? He's asking, when can you afford to come back? Not when can you come back based on the visa process? I think this is just another lame excuse.
And as a responsible father, I'm compelled to assist you to complete your marriage.
Niles promises to pay him back as soon as he is able to, but they head off to get dressed.
It's one of the happiest days in my life.
Moving on. We're with Sunny and Veah. Veah has finally agreed to cover up a little bit so that she can go meet Sunny's dad.
She's not a Muslim, so it's a lot of pressure for me if my dad doesn't accept her.
Sunny is very, very nervous how this might go. I think deep down he knows that she has to convert or else all of his friends and family are going to shun them.
I think you guys kind of look alike.
Really?
He says that in her pictures, she looks much healthier. She's like, what is that supposed to mean? I look fatter in my pictures? And I was like, no, it means that you look 50 years younger.
You look like you're tired.
Okay.
He's wondering how many Xannies she popped before she walked in.
I feel a little bit attacked. I'm not dressed like myself.
He said I look tired? Oh, no, that's not fair. Oh. She's acting weird about the food again, and Dad is not impressed. He says, I don't know why he chose an American, but I know she must love him or she wouldn't have come here, so I'll give her a chance. He asks where she got the dress, and she goes, oh, Sunny took me to get it. I normally don't dress like this. And Sunny is like, oh my gosh.
Sunny likes them.
Sunny know very well for me. He's my son.
What is wrong with Veah? You don't have to actually care. Just pretend that you care. He's your elder. He's your boyfriend's father. You can fake respect for like an hour. He tells her in the future she would need to have her tattoos removed without skipping a beat. She says, oh, my tattoos tell a story. Like one of them is about my brother who passed away. I'm not gonna remove it. And he's like, I don't care what your tattoos mean. It's a tattoo. That's not okay. You need to get rid of it.
You are Christian, right?
No.
Yeah, you could say I'm Christian.
This makes me so crazy. There are so many people who call themselves Christians and they aren't. At best, she's agnostic. She just believes that there is a higher power, something, somewhere, I don't know, she doesn't know. That's agnostic. That does not mean you're a Christian.
If Sunny say, convert your religions, you will do that.
Mm-mm.
This is the worst day of Sunny's life. Dad says if you loved Sunny, you would convert. She starts poking Sunny's arm and says, is that what you think? Huh? Is that what you believe, Sunny? Has nobody told you that whispering in front of people is rude? And he knows English! What is wrong with this girl? Oh my gosh, and his face says it all. He says, aren't you the one who wanted to meet my dad? And she's like, stop treating me mean, that's not fair. She drops her head on the table, then tells Sunny to get up so she can leave. You blew it! Oh my gosh, if you are meeting someone's parents, I don't care what culture, what nationality, their religion, if they're tall, if they're fat, if they're short, don't act like that.
How I need to convert to being Muslim, and it's just a lot. I just don't want to deal with it right now.
She ran out to the cars and is telling production she wants to leave. Back in the restaurant, the dad is like, what was that about? And he said, I don't know. She just gets uncomfortable. And he tells Sunny her behavior isn't tolerable. He wants to see his son with a good woman.
But what I'm saying, right now I see different thing. I don't like what she's doing.
Sunny apologizes to his father for how dinner turned out, and Dad leaves while Sunny searches for Veah.
She just mess up everything, the relationship with my dad with her.
By the time he meets up with her, she's changed back into her regular clothes, and it appears she doesn't have a bra on. Sonny sits down and he says, "Do you even care how I must be feeling right now? You knew how big this was for me and for us. You knew I was scared to introduce you to my father, and then you just run out of the restaurant."
Just didn't know what to say, and I was uncomfortable. Like, your dad's talking about all these things.
She tells him again she doesn't want to convert, and Sonny is really wishy-washy about whether or not she has to do that. He's making it sound like it's important to the dad. But then when he's in front of his dad and in front of his friends, he never pushes back on them. He never says, "I don't care if she's Muslim or not."
Friend of my family.
Because I was having an anxiety attack. Like, how do you not understand that?
Okay.
She's starting to break down and Sonny looks really torn. He's brokenhearted to see her crying, but he's also upset because she doesn't seem to understand the pickle that he is in, and now she's just made it so much worse. Then it cuts to Sonny in a private interview saying if she doesn't convert, he has to break up with her.
It's really freaking me out.
Moving on! We are with Adnan and Tiger Lily.
My mother and my brother is flying in for a couple of days.
Adnan tells us that since him and Tiger Lily have met up on this trip, she has been yammering away nonstop about all the different problems that they have. But for now, they are going to put those issues aside, and Tiger Lily is going to prepare dinner for his family.
Thought it would be nice to celebrate with Adnan and his family so they can see what our traditions are.
She's gonna prepare a Thanksgiving dinner for them because they've never had one. Adnan has also never had Thanksgiving, but he went grocery shopping and he knew what to get based on all of the movies he's seen. Like, he knew to get a pumpkin for pumpkin pie and whipped cream, which is definitely the most important part of Thanksgiving dinner.
With my time restriction, instead of whole turkeys, we got an assortment.
Adnan is telling us how all the women in his family have always gone crazy with cooking. He absolutely loves the food and would love to have a wife who cooks for him.
Baby, there's no hot water. I don't know Celsius. Maybe you know how to make it hot. What should I put it on? I am struggling right now.
I don't know what to do. This isn't even my kitchen. Do I have a kitchen? Why isn't Adnan helping me?
Adnan is just sitting there.
Adnan's family arrives. His mother is super affectionate. She's really kind to Tiger Lily, but Tiger Lily is freaking out a little bit because she knows that her cooking is very different than Jordanian dishes. They sit down and she shows them everything she has prepared. It looks beautiful, but where are the mashed potatoes, Tiger Lily? If there's not any mashed potatoes, it's not Thanksgiving dinner.
I am very proud of myself.
Everybody is enjoying the dinner, so Tiger Lily is relieved.
Plus, I get to spend Turkey Day in Turkey.
Then Mom says, "Hey Adnan, I have a little favor to ask, just a tiny one. Can you guys get pregnant already, please? I would just do that for me, please."
أنا بحب الأطفال كثير. يا ريت تجيبيهم وأشوفهم.
Mom is starting to get emotional at the idea of her son and future grandchildren being in another country. Then Adnan starts getting emotional. He turns to Tiger Lily and tells her he would love to visit his mom every month, but every other month would be okay. And she's like, what? Wait, visit every month? All 12 months? To another country? Wait, what?
I don't think that's realistic. Can she come to the US?
Mom says maybe, but she has so many responsibilities with Adnan's other brothers, but Tiger Lily has 2 young children at home, okay? All of his brothers are all grown men. What do you mean?
I'm not going to be okay with him going to Jordan while I'm at home raising the kids.
Tiger Lily is offended. She feels like Adnan is already planning on putting the needs of his family before their potential family. Moving on! Finally, we are with Magda and Joey. Magda is annoyed that all morning, while she's been picking up and doing chores, Joey has just been sitting on the couch watching her.
Last night I tried to make a romantic dinner for Magna. It went sour pretty quickly.
He sits back down while she folds laundry and he's just awkwardly staring at her. So she's like, "Why don't you just tell me what you're thinking, please?"
I'm just hoping you think about it a little more.
Think about what?
He's like, "Well, you know, I've never been with someone who considered marriage before considering intimacy." And she's like, oh, okay, that's why you're acting weird, because I'm not giving it up, huh?
I want you to feel like you won't be with me the rest of your life, not like you have to.
He tells her that he's sorry for bringing it up. He's not trying to get her upset. He just wants to voice his thoughts. And she smiles and says, it's okay. I don't want to fight either.
I want to take Joe outside and just enjoy this day together.
Isn't she always so happy to be telling us about Joe? They go to a local beach and set up a picnic. It's very cute. And then he asks her about her father. And she tells him that when she was 12 years old, her parents split up and it destroyed her.
I didn't want to do anything with men. I hate them exactly because of my father.
She says she hates her dad because of what he did. But when Joe asks what happened, she says, I don't want to talk about it. I would have to guess he was probably cheating.
I signed the papers, so he's not my father anymore on the paper.
How could you even do that? Like, that's different than having yourself emancipated from your parents, right? I don't understand. How could you have a document legally changed to say that this person is not your parent? Like, there's DNA evidence of that.
You don't seem to want to get into details about your dad.
I'm just not ready to share with all of it.
In the next episode, Adnan will tell Tiger Lily that if she can't get pregnant, he'll just marry a few more wives. Joey will meet Magda's mommy, Vanya will try to secure her relationship with Mr. Clean, and Loren will try impressing Faith, thinking it will help him get lucky.
Nasa harap ko, and I am not comfortable, sorry.
Oh darn, not again. Finally, Sunny admits to Veah that she must convert, and when she says no, he walks away again. What is it, the third time? The fourth time he's walked off?
End of the day, I need to choose what is right. Either she accepts or things will be ruined.
And we are done. Thank you guys so much for watching till the end. I love you so much. Always with your support, your encouragement, my coffee buyers. I love you guys. And I will see you in the next episode. Oh, and then the next episode when I do The Last Resort. I won't do the live reaction again. I'll do my regular layout for you guys. Okay? I will see you then. Bye!